Today I am on the bay in Panama City, Florida. This is Lynn Haven, which is a suburb, I reckon, of Panama City. But we're doing a review on an item, and I'm really excited about this one, and I think all of you may agree with me. This is one of the better ones that we've had the opportunity to review. Let me get the camera positioned correctly, and I'll show you what we got. All right, what I have here today, what we're gonna be doing the review on, is the OneLeaf Find NV200. The box is a little beat up. I've been using it. I've got several days of use out of it, and I've been filming at night with it, filming during the daytime. This is a night vision binocular. The capabilities of this thing are quite amazing, and I want to go over all of that with you. I want to show you what comes in this pack here. There's several different options for this unit, and I want to go over those with you. So we're going to find somewhere to sit down in the shade, and we're going to share some of the details of this unit. Then I'm going to show you some footage. We're going to be doing day footage, night footage. I'm going to be getting some footage here on the bay where I'm at now. The wind noise may be an issue. It is quite windy here today. It's always blowing on the bay. But regardless, it's got a microphone. The microphone works pretty well. I'm quite happy with it. But it does not have any type of wind barrier. There's nothing to prevent the wind from catching that wind effect, that blowing effect over the microphone. It is an open hole on top of the unit, a little tiny hole like most small cameras have, and the very few night vision that has microphones, they just have a little tiny pinhole. But I'm going to set it up. We don't have anywhere to sit in the shade, but we can get over here and sit down where I can show you what we got. All right, this unit here, it does film in 4K up to 120 frames per second. Got a detection range of 1969 feet, and it's got a 20-time digital zoom. They recommend, if you're filming at night in 4K, the best setting is the 4K 30 frames or 4K 60. With the footage that I've done, what I found to work best with it is the 4K 30 at night. During the day, crank her up to 4K 120. Now, if you're zooming at distance, long ranges, the higher frame per second, it will have a little impact on the long distance range. But I want to show you what comes with it. You get a Type-C power cord with it. This device right here, this little attachment, there's your 1/4 screw, and it has a D-ring so you could tighten it up. This you mount on the underside of your binocular in the 1/4 mounting hole. This mount on this unit, once you get that mounted down, and that's what I was wanting to show you guys, you can attach a power bank to it. So if you're going to be out in the field for a few days at a time, camping, hiking, bird watching, surveillance, whatever you're working on, you may want to consider getting a power bank, and you just attach this, you loosen the Velcro, your power bank is sitting right there, you strap it tight, and you have backup power, you know, right there, handy, ready to go, and it works as part of the unit. This unit that you see on top right here, this is a range finder, and once you put it on, you go through the menu of the unit, and it will tell you in the instruction manual how to calibrate the rangefinder to work with the red dot. It has a laser right here on the bottom of this unit. There's your red dot laser, and you line that laser up with your rangefinder. And once you power the rangefinder up, on screen will tell you the distance to where that laser is hitting. When you have low light conditions or at night, that red laser is extremely bright and it will shine a far ways away from you. You don't have to use the red laser. I do. I like it. When you're filming, it shows up white on your screen, on your display. The display screen on this is incredibly crisp, and I'm going to go over some of these settings with you here in just a minute on how to operate this thing. I just want to show you the basics right now and try to keep this short and sweet. You get a really nice neck strap, carrying strap for this unit. You have swivels at each end of it, really pretty nickel or titanium colored swivels. It is a neoprene strap. You have leather end caps on it, and it's textured on the underside so that it doesn't slide and shift when you have it around your neck. Very nice neck strap. Definitely the nicest one that I've seen of any unit, including some of the high-end cameras I've had in the past. None of them come with real good neck straps. This one, you get the unit. The rangefinder is optional. You don't have to have it. It does add to the price of the unit. But if you do order the rangefinder with it, it comes right here in this pack, and you get a small package here. You got a couple of lens wipes in it. You got 2 Allen keys, and there's 2 screws. One of the screws which you use to attach the rangefinder. You also get a carrying case to put the unit in when you're going to be out in the field and you want to put it in your backpack, carry it with you. You got you a nice little carrying bag. It's nothing fancy, but it will absolutely do the trick, and it will hold the unit with the rangefinder attached. I like the addition of the bag. You don't get much in today's market from most companies. OneLeaf has really thought it out with this one, and they've provided you with everything that you need. And some of the options you can get with this unit is interchangeable lenses. The lens, as you're holding this unit and you're looking at the screen, you're filming, the lens on the left side is your actual lens. That is the camera lens. The one in this unit is a 50mm. You can purchase a 35mm, this 50, or a 70mm. You can get all 3 of them if you'd like to have a variety of different lenses for different applications. It comes with your 2 wrist straps, padded wrist straps to hold it with, and I do use them. This is a very nice unit, and I don't want to drop it and tear it up. Beautifully made, just really constructed nice. As far as memory card, it uses a micro SD card. That's the small memory cards. Capacities for the memory cards to use in this is 16 gig minimum up to 256 gigabyte maximum. It's powered by 3 18650 batteries. There's 2 behind this little side door right here. You loosen these 2 D-ring screws, you pull that waterproof door out, and you have 2 batteries there. When you buy the unit and you receive it for the first time, you need to remove the side cover, pull the insulating tabs out from the battery so that the battery will make contact. Under this side cover, there's 2 on this side. The big side cover with the 2 D-rings has another 18650 battery. And the same with that one, you got to remove the insulators. This waterproof cover right here, once you open this up, it gives you access to your headphone jack, your mini HDMI plug, your memory card, and your Type-C charging port. It's all under this. It is the IP6 water rated. Let me give you the actual rating on it. IPX6 water rating. This one here, and I'm just going to read off what's on the box right here to you. It is a daytime color and nighttime black and white. night vision binocular with recording capabilities. You can record video with this unit in 4K, and you can do that 4K 30, 4K 60, or 4K 120 frames per second. But you can also record in 1440p at 30 frames per second, the fine high definition at 30 frames per second, at 60 frames, and 120 frames, and that's at the FHD, the fine high definition. The digital zoom in this unit is a 20 times zoom. The infrared LED, the IR light in this unit is 850 nanometers, I believe, NM. Could be wrong on that. The luminance is 8 watts of infrared. The LED light on it, 8 watt. The nighttime black and white detection range is 1,969 feet or 656 yards. Daytime color detection range, 1,968 feet or 656 yards. Picture-in-picture window. Yes, it does have picture-in-picture window inside the unit. You can turn that on or off. When you're recording, if you have picture-in-picture up on screen, it will not show in your recorded video. You can see it on screen, but it won't be there as far as when you are playing the recordings back. You will not see it. It is water resistant, the IPX6 rated, and external HD port device, yes. The memory card that came with this unit is a 64 gigabyte micro SD card. The pictures, if you're taking pictures while you're recording, you can take pictures. You can take them in 8 megapixel, 12 megapixel, 24 megapixel, or 48 megapixel. The lens with this unit again is 50 millimeter. The optical zoom is 4.5 by 90. The focus range 2.3 feet to infinity. The external rangefinder, the operating distance for the external rangefinder is 16 feet up to 3,280 feet. All right. Now let me get repositioned, and I'm going to show you just a brief rundown of the features, the buttons on this unit. This power bank does not come with it. This is mine. I brought it here for demonstration purposes only. To mount it, I'm not going to mount it in the strap, but that strap that came with this screws into your cord. You undo the Velcro, your power bank will lay right here. You run the Velcro straps over to secure it, and then it becomes part of your unit for extended battery operating time. The battery range on this, as per the instruction manual, is 12 hours maximum runtime. I have not used the battery up. I have recorded for several hours on it. I charged it the day before yesterday for approximately 40 minutes, and that was after I filmed with it for several hours. And since I charged it, I filmed with it for several more hours, just playing with it, and the battery lasts a very long time. I don't see where you would actually need to add a power bank to it, but if you're going to be out trekking it cross country out in the middle of the wilderness and you don't have a way to charge it up, the power bank would absolutely be a necessity if you plan on filming beyond 12 hours. All right, let's go over some of the buttons and what it does. All right, for the features on this unit. Holding it from the top, this is how you would look through it, the way that you guys are seeing it right now. This side, that'll be your left side when you're holding it. This is your focus for your lens, what you're seeing in screen. This is where you dial your focus in or out. The dial on this side, this is your IR light. Turning this knob will move it from flood mode to spot mode. If you're filming at night at a long range target, then you would probably want to turn this to spot mode. It'll concentrate the IR light in a smaller area, and it is a very powerful light. Do not look into the rangefinder or the IR and don't shine it in anyone's faces, because it is extremely bright, extremely powerful. You're not going to see the IR light. However, it will burn your eyes, your retinas, your cornea. It will damage your eyes. Don't shine it in your eyes or others' eyes or in the eyes of your animals, please. All right, I'm going to turn, let me move to the side so you guys can see. All right, right here, button in the center. This is your power button. Press that button. Long press will power the unit on. Once the unit's powered on, to use your rangefinder, you short press the power button. That initiates your rangefinder. It will display in the top of your screen toward the right side. And to know that the rangefinder is operational, there will be a flag symbol on the screen. Beside the flag symbol will be your distance in meters or yards, depending upon how you set it up. The button top left right here, that is an up button. That is for your zoom out button. Your I'm sorry, bringing it in closer. Zoom in function. Sorry. The up button would dial in, bring in whatever you're looking at through the binoculars. If it's way out there at 500-600 yards, you hit that button and hold it, and it'll pull it in up to 20 times. The button below it is the zoom out button. These are also your navigation buttons when you access the menu in this binocular. Use these two buttons to scroll up and down in the menu. The button at the bottom, the third one on the left side, the OK button, that will start your video recording. That's how you take photographs, and that's how you stop the video recording. If you're in the menu, you are selecting items. When you choose the item you want selected, you tap that OK button, and that is like your enter button on your computer. That will lock in whatever you have chose in the menu, the option. All right, on the right side, this top button, the IR button, that turns on your night mode. Long press, you press and hold, and it will go from daytime mode to nighttime mode, or black and white mode. Single taps of this button, just a quick press, will increase the power of your IR light. You have 8 power settings, starting at the lowest and working all the way up to the highest power setting, which is your number 8 setting. And again, this dial on the same side as your IR button is for your IR light to zoom in, or to put it in a flood pattern to where it'll cover a really wide area. Use the flood pattern if you're filming up close. If you're filming off at distance, you will turn it the opposite direction to the spot mode, where it focuses the light in the center of the screen. And it is extremely bright. I don't know where you would actually dial it all the way in because of how bright it is. All right, the button in the middle, PIP button, that is your picture-in-picture window that will display on your screen in the center top portion of the screen. Whatever you're looking at with this unit, when you have it in the center of the screen and you want a close-up of that particular target, you hit your picture-in-picture window. That's a long press. Hit that button, long press it. That little magnified window will appear in the center of the screen at the top portion of the screen. You'll still see your target below it on the main screen, but you'll have a close-up picture of the same target in the picture-in-picture window. Now, the PIP button there, the picture-in-picture button, if you short press it, that turns on your laser, your red laser. Short press again will turn the laser off. The button here at the bottom on the right side, that's your play button. When you're watching the videos that you've recorded or looking at the pictures, that's how you would get to your gallery. The menu on this unit, you press the short press of the button will bring up the menu. Long press will bring up your playback, your gallery. It's a very simple unit, very easy to use. If you can operate a small action camera, you'll have no problem operating this. Very simple to use. During the daytime, when you're filming with it, you leave this cover on this lens. This thing gathers incredible amounts of light at nighttime. During a full moon, you don't even need the IR light. I used it during the full moon a few days back, and I was looking at pine needles on pine trees at 440 yards away without the IR light. Now, nighttime, you unscrew this thing, and I'm going to show you. It is not powered on. I'm not going to damage anything by taking it off, but I just want to show you. There's your lens. That's the actual lens you're filming with. So during the day, you keep this on. Nighttime, when you're in darkness or low light, you remove this, and it allows more light to enter into the unit for filming. If you have any questions on the operation of this, you're welcome to send me an email, standinggoatsrescue@yahoo.com, and I will do my very best to answer them. If I cannot answer them, if you'll check out OneLeaf.ai, their website, and I will have that in the description below this video. You can reach out to them through their customer service, and their customer service is absolutely amazing. I had to deal with them because I misread the instructions on turning on the rangefinder. I was long pressing the power button, and to power that rangefinder on, once you have the unit powered up, it's a short press. Just one press of the power button turns it on, and I misread the instructions. The instructions are very clear. They're very easy to understand. It is written in English, and they've done a superb job. The instruction manual is short and to the point. There's no over explanation of how to operate. It's just very basic and to the point. If you have issues, you purchased a unit, you're having problems operating it, if you reach out to OneLeaf, they're very prompt on getting back to you. And the man that I've been working with has done a phenomenal job. I thought I had a problem with the unit, and he said, we'll try to troubleshoot it and get it going. If not, we'll send you a replacement right away. And it only took a few days for them to get this to me. Their shipping's very fast, they're very polite, and just amazing customer service. But all right, we're gonna get on. I'm gonna show you some footage. We're gonna do some daytime clips. The audio will probably be picking up the wind. It's very windy out here today. This little hole right there, there's your microphone. And there's nothing to prevent the wind from causing wind distortion. So this is not about, for me personally, it's a night vision optic. In a situation you're doing surveillance, chances are you're not going to be trying to catch audio from a target that may be 100 yards or 100 meters from you, or 300 or 900, wherever it may be. The audio you're not really concerned with. What you want is the video footage of whatever it is that you are set out to acquire. So the audio, you can turn the microphone off. You don't have to have it on. I've been recording with it on because I wanted to get an idea of how good the mic is. But then again, it's not about the mic, it's about the night vision capabilities. So let's watch these clips. I'm going to put a few of them up, let you see what they are, and we'll do some daytime video clips, some nighttime video clips, then we're going to do a final thoughts on it, and I'll give you my honest opinion of what I think about this unit. Stand by. Alright, that's showing 482 yards. Now I'm going to zoom in, see what this thing looks like when we get it up. May have to adjust my focus. That is at 12 times zoom, 12 power. Well, folks, this is it. I'm going to give you my final thoughts, my opinions of this unit. This is the OneLeaf Find NV200. The build quality of this binocular is 5-star. It's an amazing unit. It is all the lines on it just all flow together. Just the seams are super tight, water resistant. Just they've done an amazing job in build quality. I have no complaints whatsoever in the physical structure of this unit. It is impressive. The weight on it was a little 1.4 pounds, if I'm remembering correctly. It's a little heavy. It's not heavy for its size, but it feels like you're holding a $2,500 piece of equipment. It feels amazing. Now, as far as the operation of the unit, how well it performs the tasks that it was designed to perform, 5-star. This thing is absolutely incredible. I don't think it could be made any better. The only thing that it is lacking is image stabilization. If you're going to be filming long ranges out at distance, you need to have this mounted on a tripod. When you zoom in, the clearest footage you can get on long range zoom is between 12 and 15 times zoom. The 13 to 14 is ideal, it's prime. Very crystal clear imaging. When you get out past that, it does start to get a little, not really pixelated, but it gets a little noisy. What you're seeing, the actual picture. But you can absolutely identify 20 times zoom. If there were a subject out there and you're filming at 1,000 yards or 1,000 meters, at 20 times zoom, you will absolutely know that you're looking at a human. You'll know if it's male or female. It's just a very impressive unit. But without image stabilization, a long range, if you're recording the subject and he's out in the distance, like the tree line back behind me, to get stable footage that you can actually see and enjoy watching, you have to have a tripod. But that goes with any optics. Any camera, anything that you're using that has long range zoom on it, you have to have a tripod. There's no way to hold it steady enough to get the crystal clear footage. Using it as a binocular or a rangefinder for hunting or target shooting or anything of the sort, bird watching. Just if you're going to be using it, 100 yards, 200 yards, something fairly close, then there's no need to have a rangefinder, there's no need to have a tripod unless you shake like I do. I tremble from nerve damage in my neck and I shake. I need a tripod. But the average person should be just fine freehanding this. The clarity of what you're looking at through this unit is amazing. It's like you're looking at a very nice television screen or a computer screen. Very clear. It's got an amazing screen on it. The zoom is just, it's incredible to have that much zoom power in a unit like this. The IR light, it's very, very bright. When you turn on the IR at night in total darkness, and if you crank the IR power up to 8 power, if you're watching a target at 200, 300 yards, 400 yards, when you start focusing the IR light, when you start concentrating that into a spot pattern by turning the dial up here beside your actual lens, turn that dial, it focuses all that light into one concentrated area like a spotlight. And it looks like daytime. It is so bright, even out there at 300, 400 yards. It's a lot of light. Very powerful unit. I have no complaints on this unit at all. In my opinion, OneLeaf has done a perfect job with the build quality of this unit, how it feels, the fit and finish. Everything about this unit is amazing, from the battery life down to the heavy gauge plastic they use for the shell of this. You've got a rubber seal where you could put it up against your head, your forehead. If the screen's too bright, in the menu you can dim your screen down. It does have volume control. You can watch the videos you've recorded, plug your headphones in, you can listen to them, you can raise and lower the volume. There's so many features this unit offers for the money. The next best thing you could get would be military grade. And I don't think you'll find another unit this well built, one that works this good for the price point where they're selling them. If you're interested in getting one of these, they are a little more expensive. They are in a little higher category. Most of the night vision I normally review, the ones I review for YouTube and the ones I review for private companies that are never put on YouTube, most of those are between the $100 and $250, $300 range. This one here is a little over $500, but we have a discount code for you guys. If you're interested in getting one of these, check in the description below this video. I will have the link to where you can go to OneLeaf, and you can, if you want to get one of these, you don't have to get the rangefinder unless you want it. I like the rangefinder, but if I were to order another unit, I probably wouldn't get it because I use a small handheld rangefinder, and there's no need to have two. The lenses on it, if you prefer a 35mm lens instead of the 50, or if you want the 70mm, or if you want all three of them, OneLeaf offers that to you as well. But overall, this is one impressive unit, and in all aspects, the way it feels, the way it functions, the capabilities of the unit, everything about this unit, I give it a solid 5 stars. No complaints. I do wish it had image stabilization, but to add that, you're going to add a couple of $100 in cost because of the architectural design. Everybody involved with putting stabilization into a camera, the technology costs money, and it's going to increase the price of the unit, but it's also going to increase battery consumption. And if you were using this to film movies, then yeah, it would have to have it, absolutely have to have image stabilization. But this is something you're going to use in the field for surveillance, for security purposes, for hunting, hiking, animal watching, watching ball games from the bleachers. This unit here, you could be the next city block over and watch a football game 2 blocks away from a rooftop. The zoom on this thing is just insane. But OneLeaf done a fine job with it. I am absolutely blown away just by the capabilities alone. But the fit, the finish, the battery, the lens clarity, the range finding, just everything about this unit, including the little attachment so that you can add your power bank to it, the neck strap, these little hand straps, everything they've included with this. This is the best bang for the buck you're going to find anywhere on a unit that's in this class. This is so far above and beyond anything that I've reviewed through all the years I've been doing this. This has absolutely been the #1 unit. But the end question, the main question some of you may be asking, would I recommend this to my family and friends, you guys and gals? The answer is yes, absolutely. You can't go wrong if you're working a job where you need good optics for security, especially for security. You're not going to beat this anywhere. I don't think it's even possible until you start getting in the $1,500 range and over. Then you might find something better. But for the money, you're not going to beat it. It's just not going to happen unless there's something out there that I'm unaware of. I don't think they have anything that's going to compete with this one. OneLeaf done a fine job with it. Well guys, that's it for this review. Don't forget, check the description below for the discount code. Copy and paste that code. Well, copy it, click on the link for OneLeaf's website, add that to your card, add that promo code before you check out. While you're going through the process, before you pay, put that promotional code in so that you can get your discount. The discount adds up, and if I remember correctly, it is 10% on this unit, which is going to be around $50 to $60, somewhere in that range is how much you're going to save. That's a lot of money, especially today. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. OneLeaf, thank you for allowing me this opportunity. Absolutely appreciate it. And for the rest of you, I love you, and I'll absolutely see you guys very soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Be blessed in all you do. Be kind and be safe. If there's anything I can do for you, if you have any questions regarding this, email me at standinggoatsrescue@yahoo.com. We'll see you down the road.